Let's do a meditation in a conversation to revise your upbringing, and this will be for you as a daughter, and we are going to revise that you were raised by a mother and father who are completely healthy, whole, and loving to one another and to you unconditionally. So we can easily imagine a reality where not only were you respected, valued, validated, and shown an example of love, but as you went through different stages of life, you were easily able to manifest or select a love that exemplified unconditional love and respect. When we revise, what we are doing is we are changing old negative assumptions, limiting assumptions, by going into our imagination and replacing what we experienced as children with the reality that feels true, and perhaps not true yet, but it feels good, it feels loving, it feels peaceful. And as we come back to this meditation again and again and continue to focus on a childhood with a different narrative, a different assumption, these new assumptions can become dominant, and it will change your tomorrows, it'll change your current relationship. For everything is actually brand new, and it is assumptions that harden into fact. So as we revise, we can expect to see these new assumptions emanated out in the most logical way in the 3D. Take a breath in. And let's first bring up your inner child, the little girl within you, so pure and whole. She is pure, positive love. She is angelic. She is heard, she is seen, she is witnessed. We bring her up right now. And we are going to bring her into the reality, her true reality, where she was raised by a mother and father who understood the lie, who understood what it is to be unconditionally loved and to love their child unconditionally, with no expectations. Imagine this reality where your mother was so healed, whole, and in her wisdom. In this reality, she understands the power of the feminine. She understands the power of her intuition. She understands the power of her ability to feel and emanate out a world of love. She respects and values her ability to create life in all forms, her children, her partner, the world around her. This version of your mother is strong and confident, self-assured. She easily and effortlessly is respected by all who know her and are aware of her. She knows her true value. She knows her power. And because she is so secure and in her wisdom, she is able to provide her children with an upbringing of truth and wisdom and unconditional warmth, nourishment, and love. This version of your mother is able to teach you the power of your imagination. She leads by example. She shows you how she has manifested the best version of your father, who respects her, who loves her, who trusts her and her intuition. He turns to her, checks in on her, knows the power of her emotion. He speaks so highly of her and is always there for her. He is consistent and reliable. He provides for the family. He leads for the family. And she knows she's the cause of this. She knows her power. She knows that she is love. That love comes from within her and it emanates without. And as a result, she does not seek external validation, yet it is always available to her. Everywhere she goes and everyone she interacts with loves her, treats her with so much respect and adoration. She exemplifies the power of the feminine, and you were able to watch that, experience that. Imagine the version of your mother that is always available for you, because her world around her respects her and loves her, provides for her in every single way. She can always be present for you. From the moment you are born to any stage of your life, she is there. She is present, and she is unconditional. The love is always flowing from her. So you are safe just to be a child, to grow, to learn, to ask questions, to make mistakes. She provides a warm embrace and a safe place to experience all that life has to offer without judgment or criticism or fear. She lives in peace. And if she does feel her emotions changing, she trusts herself, she trusts her intuition, and she shows you what it's like to trust your emotions. She shows you what it's like when things don't feel right, to acknowledge the thought, the feeling, and to revise it, but to stay in your power, to stay within. She leads by example. And because she's created a world that is safe, you always feel safe and free to explore yourself and others, because she shows you what healthy, loving, respectful relationships are. You know how to have them with so much ease, because she is always able to speak truth and speak for what is needed. You are unafraid to speak your truth, make your needs known, trusting they will always be answered. Your mother is a safe, loving space for nourishment and ease, and an understanding of the feminine, of emotions, of the power to feel something real, to allow your own higher self to flow through you. Your mother understood that when it is done. When she has a desire, it is complete, and she allowed it to flow through her with so much ease, with strength, with balance, with harmony. Your mother's ability to care for others never impacted her ability to care for you. You were always the priority. And because she took such good care of herself, she was always healthy, happy, vibrant, and radiant. And in her knowing, because she emanated out a partner that treated her with such respect, that was always there for her, that checked in on her and her emotions and trusted her. She was able to stay in a state of flow and ease. And if anything unwanted came forth, she was able to acknowledge it and revise. She emanated out a partner that did the same. So to this day, you can feel the energy of her that is so in her knowing, so wise, valuable, sweet, and so present for you, so there for you. No judgment, criticism, or the need to control. She knows her power, and she's taught you the same. When you think of her and feel her, you feel sweetness and love. You feel wisdom and power. You feel acceptance of all states of emotion. No need to reject or push back on anything, for you know the wisdom of what your emotions are telling you. You know your thoughts will change as needed to allow in the new desire which is done. Imagine what she would say to you now. Maybe it's something like, we are so powerful, my love. We are healthy, we are happy, we are adored, we are cherished. We are beautiful and powerful. We are wise. We are brilliant mothers. We bring and emanate out so much peace and love to our world without the need to self-sacrifice. We are full of love, and we can be full of ourselves, for we know we will always include others. We are surrounded by communities of women who love us and cherish us. We are the divine feminine. We share with one another. We build together. We know our power, and we emanate out men who respect us and love us, men who are confident and secure and selfless. There is no more need for conditional loves or manipulation or expectation. We are filled from within, and we allow it to flow out. It is safe to be soft, for we know how strong we are. It is safe to relax and allow the world to bring forth our desires, for we know it emanates from us. We are the source. We know our true creative abilities. And in this reality, we have brought forth the best of our partners, the best masculine, to raise strong, confident, powerful, loving daughters. Bring forth the version of your father that respects the feminine, that respected your mother, that was consistent and reliable and there for her, that showed you an example of what it is to truly love a woman, to truly be selfless, to put your family first. Imagine this upbringing where your father was present for you, there for you, at every stage of your life, nurturing, loving, playful when you're a little one, showing you new, exciting things, helping you learn and grow. And even when you get to those awkward stages, becoming a teenager, being a teenager, learning love and relationships, your father was unconditional, strong, encouraging. Your father showed you what it is to explore talents, to fail and succeed, because there really is no failure. Your father was there for you when you were sad or confused or upset, just as well when you were happy and joyful and playful. He did not judge your emotions, just like he respected your mother's emotions. He just checked in with you, checked in with what you needed. He knows the feminine holds so much wisdom and knowledge. So no matter what state you were in, he was able to evolve and adapt and be what you needed. He put your needs first, for he is fulfilled. He also knows that love comes from within. He was protective and there for you, yet also gentle and welcoming and tender. So even when you were introducing new ways of being or new relationships, he showed respect and love. And yes, truly had your best interests at heart, because he truly put you first. What you wanted and desired, it was about you. This version of your father, his needs were fulfilled. He was strong and secure. He was not easily threatened. And he truly understood the value of putting you and your mother first. It brought him great joy and direction. You could always go to him whenever you needed him. And you knew you'd be loved as you are. Feel this version of your father and hear what you needed to hear from him, what this version would say to you. Hear it now. Imagine his strong, warm, loving, encouraging embrace. Imagine again the version of him that always took such good care of your mother, who respected your mother and her wisdom, who praised her, praised you, who allowed you to easily validate yourself and your needs. Because of him, you know what it is to trust yourself, to speak your truth, to explore, to try different things, to succeed and fail, but there is no failure. Perhaps you hear him say to you, I love you and I am so proud of you. No matter what you are doing, who you are with, none of it matters. I just love you. I love your heart. I love your wisdom. I love all versions of you. I love when you're happy, when you're sad, angry, doesn't matter to me. For I'm confident and I know I can always lift you up and be there for you. And I'm so happy that I was able to show you an example of a man who truly is in his power, who respects and loves the feminine. And I love that because of this example, you have also emanated out a man that treats you with so much reverence and love. I love knowing that you can always come to me and that I'll always be there, able to be there for you in whatever way you need it. I will always trust myself to evolve and change and be what the feminine needs. I adore you. I am so proud of you. And I'm always here for you. And I'm so happy that you have manifested a man that will do the same for you and for my grandchildren. We all love you so much. Now imagine this version of yourself. See that little girl growing up in this world where she is raised by the divine feminine and the divine masculine. She knows that love is unconditional. She knows her power to create by trusting her emotions. She knows that when she receives a desire, it is done and she can just allow it to flow through. She knows that when negative thoughts or circumstances arise, it is just to revise. She hears her father on the inside encouraging her, cheering her on. She feels her mother bringing her back into her wisdom, her mother that reinstates the power of her emotions, the power to know that when something doesn't feel good, all that is needed is to revise, to replace the thought or what is being observed with the imagined desire. And imagination will do the rest. Her faith is so strong. She knows that imagination creates reality. I know that imagination creates reality. I know that the love I desire truly is done. That I really am valuable and worthy, beautiful and powerful. I know that I am a divine creation and divine creator. I know that circumstances don't matter. I know that the true version of my mother and father are alive inside of me right now, guiding me in every moment to my truth. I know the divine version of myself and my counterpart that live in states of bliss and love are also alive inside of me right now, coming to life more and more every time I focus here on truth and what feels good. I know my 3D is updating right now and will reflect this out in so many beautiful ways. I know my children, as a result, know their power even more than I do. And I love watching them create. I love giving them a foundation of true unconditional love, power, wisdom, and stability. Their awareness stays within. I breathe into this knowing. And I give appreciation to my true mom and dad, who raised me with so much love and self-trust, wisdom and power. I know this revised reality is my truth no matter what was experienced out there. And the little girl within me, the teenager within me, the college girl, all parts of me, are now living in their true reality of bliss, truth, and love, where all of their relationships were respectful, peaceful, harmonious, co-creative, and loving. They all have gifts to bring my current now, which I invite in and look forward to seeing get pushed out. I know this is done, and I know every time I come back to this, it becomes more and more dominant. This is all I need to do.